guys! Welcome to my vlog. I'm Adalfa Rose Valdez Fernandez, grade 11 UMS B Chooser. We're gonna be talking about communication breakdown. What is a communication breakdown? A communication breakdown is defined as a failure to exchange information resulting in a lack of communication. And what causes communication breakdown? Communication breakdown occurs if there is strong perception by the receiver. Information overload. Managers are surrounded with a pool of information. Thus, sufficient time should be given for effective communication. Distraction noise. Communication is also affected a lot by noise to distraction. What are the barriers to communication? Barriers to communication are things that get in the way of a message being received. They could be physical, such as loud music, playing, or emotional, such as when a person is too angry or fearful to listen to what another individual is saying. What is the effect of communication breakdown? Not only do communication breakdown impact companies at large, but they have negative effect on individuals and company culture. Communication breakdown causes stress and low morale. Over half, 52% of respondents said that poor work communication led to increased stress. What are the examples of communication breakdown? Here are some common examples of how a communication breakdown in the workplace can occur to make it clearer. A miscommunication or not enough information given in training. Two members of staff doing the same task and not realizing. A colleague not treating a client correctly. How can you avoid communication breakdowns in the office? Implement the following strategies to prevent and avoid communication barriers in your workplace. Number 1. Use a common language for communication between all parties to evade being lost in translation. Generally, the official company language should be used. It provides consistency in the message as well as in its perception. Number 2. Remove distractions, whether you're communicating in person or via email. Make sure you're in a quiet environment without any music, external noise, your colleague event to decipher the message accurately and really listen to what the other party is trying to say. Number 3. Do not burden each other with excessive information or data. Strategize the information according to its level of importance. Number 4. Be direct and concise in your communication. Research suggests that while details are important, messages that are short and to the point are comprehended more easily. Number 5. Do not hesitate to ask questions and encourage others to do the same. Asking questions, no matter how trivial, eliminate doubt and misconceptions in an effective and quick manner. Why it happens? Differences in perception. Perception is generally the way each individual interprets the world around them. So it is different for everyone. But any message that goes against their value is not accepted. The same event can be perceived differently by different individuals. Information overload. When one is surrounded by a lot of information, it is essential to control it. Otherwise, it could be misinterpreted, forgotten, or neglected. As a result, communication is less effective. And inattention. Sometimes we don't listen, we only hear. You realize that most of the time you are there in front of someone but you don't really listen. You hear what the person is saying. It echoes something in your own life and your thoughts. Wander then in a egocentric way, or you will be tempted to interrupt the person and advise them with your personal experience. In doing so, you forget that every human being is different. that there is no right or wrong way to live because each one decides his own. Distraction noise. Communication is also greatly affected by noise and distractions. Distractions such as uncomfortable posture, an external situation hinders your conversation, an action happens elsewhere. A message, a call, all short of things can disrupt communication. Emotions, the emotional state at any given time also affect communication. The mood you are in when you say something defines its intention. For example, if you look happy when you say something, the person in front of you will think you are saying something beneficial. Low retention. Human memory cannot function beyond a certain limit. You cannot always remember what is said, especially if you are not interested or not paying attention. This leads to a breakdown in communication.